Hello everyone, this is Buckhorn Whisper, and today I come to you all with a very heavy heart. A very, very close friend of mine, I guess you could call her my adopted grandmother, passed away. I think it was on Thursday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday. I can't really remember. And Well, I'll start from the beginning. My church, when they were attending my church, her and her daughter and her husband and her grandson attended our church. Her daughter um, was the wedding director when I got married, and my mom's mom had already passed away, and then my dad's mom lives in Virginia, and she's pretty old, so she didn't want to make the trip out to come and see me get married. And Miss Lois was the woman that passed away. Miss Lois, we had been pretty close, and I asked her to be the stand-in grandmother at my wedding, and she didn't even bat an eye. She was like, "Of course I will." And I wish I had the picture with me. I wish I could make videos where I can put a picture up so you can see the picture of us. The day I got married, she came into the dressing room, and my colors were purple and teal, and she had this really beautiful, like a lilac color, shiny, sparkly sweater on, like a cardigan, and her hair was put up real nice into a bun. She always looked beautiful, and she looked beautiful that day, and she said, "I just had to pray with you. I wanted to see you. I wanted to be one of the first people that saw you in your dress." And she took my hands in hers, and she prayed with me. And at one point, I opened my eyes, and she was still praying, and I opened my eyes, and I smiled, like a really genuine smile. And I don't know how they did it, but somebody took a picture at that exact moment, and it's a picture that I'm always going to treasure because it's one of my favorite pictures of all time. They actually showed the picture at her funeral yesterday, or her celebration of life. They didn't consider it a funeral. At a funeral, you had to wear all black, and this was a celebration of life, so we didn't have to wear all black. You could wear anything you wanted to. And I remember my husband was so nervous because he couldn't find any dark colored shirts to wear that was clean, and he found a red shirt. And when we got to the church and went to hug her grandson, he mentioned that he had a red tie on. The grandson had a red tie on, and he was like, "Yeah, red is my favorite. It was my Mimi's favorite color." And my husband had a red shirt on, so he felt a lot more comfortable after that, knowing that red was Lois's favorite color. And I think everything happens for a reason, and I think there was a reason why. He didn't have any clean shirts other than the red shirt. But During the celebration of life, the pastor was making acronyms out of her name, Lois, Lois. And I wrote a poem this morning. I could not go back to sleep until I wrote this poem. And I want to share it with you guys because this is like therapy for me. So bear with me here. Okay, L is for listener. I felt like I could talk to her about anything, no matter what it was. She would take my hands lovingly in hers. She would look at me almost like she was looking into my soul or looking into my heart. All I ever saw was love, warmth, and understanding. She would listen to me, and she understood me, and she always knew what to say. She was the greatest listener. I felt my true self come out as long as she was around to listen. O is for oasis, a place to find peace and trust and fulfillment. In her embrace, I felt welcome, secure, and at home. She was a place I knew I could go to for solitude. There are not many places I feel like I could feel like I was home. I always felt like I was home around her. All the feelings that home feels like: peace, love, solitude, warmth. I is for irreplaceable. No one and nothing can ever take the place of her in my heart. She has a piece of me, and I have a piece of her. For as long as I live, she will always have a place in my heart, a place I can go to when I need someone, when I need her. S is for sunshine. She always lit up a room. She could be in a crowd full of people, and I could spot her right away. I never knew how cold I was until I saw her, and the closer I got to her, the warmer it became. It filled every particle of my being, that warmth of the sun, that loving warmth. And then I would hug her, and a million little sun rays would envelop me, so warm and loving. You never wanted to let go. You wanted to stay in that envelopment of comfort, of warmth, of unconditional love. So I wrote that for her. I actually stood up at her celebration of life. They were at some point during the service. They let you stand up and share a memory, and I stood up. And if anybody knows me, I get really nervous in front of crowds, so I didn't really say what I wanted to say. Like, I wanted to say that, she was, Luann was my wedding director. And I wanted to be able to say Luann was my wedding director who I'd been close to. And then I asked her mother, Lois, to be my stand-in grandmother. But I just got so nervous. But all I wanted those people to know was how much I loved Lois. And how hurt I was. Because you live life and you get busy, and I hadn't seen her in like a year. And I remember the last time I saw her, and she was already having heart trouble. And I told her, I'll see you later. I'll see you soon. And that was the last time I saw her. And it hurts. But you know what? I want to remember Lois as that vibrant, happy, smiley, God-fearing woman that I fell in love with. I told my husband yesterday, I am so glad that she didn't deteriorate in a nursing home. The way she died was quick. It was quick and painless. And I hate to say it like that, but I'm grateful. Because I wouldn't want her to suffer. She didn't deserve to suffer. I'm sorry, you guys. This is probably not the most relaxing video I've ever made. But like I said, this is like therapy for me. And actually, if I can get up without this chair squeaking, I have her bulletin up here. Do you see that? That's her when she was young. And there's her and her husband. Oh, she loved her husband so much, and he died about 4 years ago. I taped it to my wall, so I don't really want to take it down, but that's her bulletin that we got yesterday. We put it right beside Bob Marley. But, yeah, I'm just trying to, like, at the funeral, my mom was like, try to stay strong for the family, Kelly. So I'm I consider myself a pretty good actress. So I stayed strong. I didn't even cry that much. When I saw her laying there in the casket, I just thought to myself how beautiful she looked. And I was shaking. I wasn't crying, I was shaking. And then when I got home, I lost it. I just lost it. I cried so hard. So hard. And even now, it's like I'm grieving. You know, I'm gonna miss her. So this video is for Lois, my friend, my adopted grandmother, my solitude, my warmth, my love, and now my guardian angel. Thank you, Lois. Thank you. I love you, and I'll miss you.